till it strikes before me. Award bonds on him. And hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He goes, what are they, ducks? You remember that?
I don't. I probably slept through that part of the movie.
Next time you watch, be listening for it. What are they, ducks? Speaking of which, I was reading a little story last night. You know I love cowboys and cowboy music and all that. And I was reading a story about this young cowboy. He goes into this town and goes in kind of a saloon restaurant thing and goes up to the counter and sits at the bar there, and he sits next to this old cowboy. And the old cowboy's just sitting there staring down at this bowl of delicious smelling chowder.
Chowder?
Chowder. And the young cowboy keeps watching him. The other cowboy's just sitting there. He goes, sir, that chowder smells delicious. And he goes, yeah. You're not going to eat that? He goes, no. He said, well, would you mind if I had it? Help yourself. He pulls it over in front of him. He starts gobbling it down, and it is delicious. And he gets to the very bottom, and there's a dead mouse in there.
Mm.
And he throws it all back up right into the bowl.
As he should.
And the old cowboy said, yep, that's as far as I got.
Oh, gross. That's really gross.
Oh, me. We're going to start out celebrating one of those classic songwriters, superstar songwriter named Curly Putman. Claude Curly Putman Jr. was born, yesterday was his birthday, Brian. He was born November 20th, 1930. He passed away October 30th, 2016 at age 85 in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Really?
He was born down in, I believe, Alabama, but he is a famous songwriter. Now, you've probably never heard that name, I'll bet. Curly Putman.
Not that I can say that I have. Mm-mm.
But, yeah, born in Princeton, Alabama. Well, we'll just start out with his most famous song, one that's been covered by well over 100 different artists. So you can stick around just enough to see if you might be familiar with this, and that'll make you familiar with Curly Putman, okay?
Okay.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train, and there to meet me is my mama and my papa. Down the road I look, and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. And there's that old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I'd walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. Yes, it's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Then I awake and look around me at the four gray walls that surround me. Then I realize I was only dreaming. For there's a God and a sad old padre, arm in arm we'll walk at daybreak, and again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me in the shade of that old oak tree as they lay me 'neath the green, green grass of home. Oh, incredible song by Curly Putman. God rest his soul. Porter Wagoner was the first to cover that song. 1965. The following hit a number 4 country hit. And Here Comes Tom Jones the following year, 1966, and has a worldwide, international number 1 on it. And but it's been covered by everybody and their mother. And but those are the actually 2 most famous. Elvis Presley, Dean Martin, Joan Baez, Burl Ives, Kenny Rogers, George Jones, Merle Haggard, you name it. But Charlie Pride, another incredibly famous song. This was first recorded as a duet by Tammy Wynette with David Houston. They had a number 1 1967 hit on it, and it's also been covered by many others. You followed me to Texas, followed me to Utah. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. You came with me to Alabama. Things look good in Birmingham. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. You had our child in Memphis. I heard her work in Nashville. We didn't find it there, so we moved on to a small farm in Nebraska, to a gold mine in Alaska. We didn't find it there, so we moved on. And now we've left Alaska because there was no gold mine. But this time, only 2 of us moved on. Now all we have is each other and a little memory to cling to. And still you won't let me go on alone. I know you're tired of following my elusive dreams and schemes, for they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. For they're only fleeting things, my elusive dreams. Wow. And I know you folks will be familiar with this number 1 1968 hit written by Curly Putman, Tammy Wynette. Tammy Wynette's 1968 number 1. I need to count up how many number 1s Curly Putman wrote, but there's a bunch. God rest his soul. Trying to figure out how to play it, folks. I think that'll work. Our little boy is 4 years old and quite a little man. So we spell out the words we don't want him to understand. Like T-O-Y or maybe S-U-R-P-R-I-S-C. But the words we're hiding from him now tear the heart right out of me. Our D-I-V-O-R-C becomes final today. Me and little J-O-E will be going away. I love you both and it will be pure H-E-double-L for me. Oh, I wish that we could stop this D-I-V-O-R-C. Watch him smile, he thinks it's Christmas or his 5th birthday. And he thinks C-U-S-T-O-D-Y spells fun or play. I spell out all the hurting words and turn my head when I speak, 'cause I can't spell away this hurt that's dripping down my cheek. Our D-I-V-O-R-C becomes final today. Me and little J-O-E will be going away. I love you both and it will be pure H-E-double-L for me. Oh, I wish that we could stop this D-I-V-O-R-C. Oh, I wish that we could stop this D-I-V-O-R-C. That's right, folks, written by Curly Putman. Oh. And this one. George Jones, number 1 from 1980. And what a story behind this song, though. This has been called the greatest by many, many different critics and artists and people in the industry as the greatest country song ever written. But Billy Sherrill, who produced it, it took all of his persuasion and pleading and begging, I think at times, to get George Jones to record it. George didn't like it. Now think about the sad songs this guy has done his whole career, and he thought this song was too sad. He didn't think people would like it. And even when he got him in the recording studio, I've read it was a nightmare to keep George on the bean. And they finally got it recorded, and I forget how many. I know they had to dub in instrument tracks afterwards just to, because George would break into a whole different melody of a different song, and it was quite the story. Just look it up and Wikipedia it and read about it. But George was awfully grateful to Billy Sherrill the rest of his career, because this song was by far his biggest song ever. And if you ever get a chance, go on YouTube. I think the last concert George Jones did was recorded, the entire concert, and it was in Knoxville. Huge, rambunctious, enthusiastic crowd. And of course, he would close his concerts with this song because that's what these artists do. They take their biggest song and it closes out the show, and then they'll come back for an encore. But oh man, the crowd went nuts as soon as he broke into the song. Every time I've seen it, him do it live, of course on video now, but every time I've seen a video of him performing it live, He breaks into it. The crowd goes nuts. He stopped loving her today. Wow. Curly Putman. What a songwriter. He said, I'll love you till I die. She told him you'll forget in time. As the years went slowly by, she still preyed upon his mind. Kept her pictures on his wall. Went half crazy now and then. He still loved her through it all, hoping she'd come back again. Kept some letters by his bed, dated 1962. He had underlined in red every single I love you. I went to see him just today. Oh, but I didn't see no tears. All dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smile in years. And he stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. You know, she came to see him one last time. Oh, and we all wondered if she would. And it kept running through my mind. This time he's over her for good. He stopped loving her today. They placed a wreath upon his door. Soon they'll carry him away. He stopped loving her today. Wow. That is a song. Let's get this capo off here, folks, and let me... This was a number one by T.G. Shepherd. A Curly Putman composition, but we're going to... Perfect timing to tune the guitar. Brian Barrett has returned to Signal. We're going to take a commercial break here and be right back. Thank you.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
It's the most magical day of the year, and you can watch it all live. Big G TV is where Christmas comes to life with coverage of the Murfreesboro Parade, Sunday, December 14th at 2 p.m. Brought to you by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Middle Tennessee Electric, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Woodfin Funeral Chapels. See every float, every smile, and the moment Santa arrives on Big G TV. Streaming at wgnsradio.com/parade.
Do your sinus infections always seem to come back no matter what you do? The pressure builds, the headaches drag on, the congestion makes it hard to sleep, hard to focus, hard to feel like yourself. Here's what most people don't actually know. Sinus infections keep coming back because your sinuses can't fully drain. That's why the pressure, the headaches, and the congestion keep coming back time and time again. Balloon sinuplasty gently opens your sinuses in a quick, in-office procedure so the infections can finally clear. At Murfreesboro Sinus Center, they've helped thousands of patients break free from the sinus infection cycle so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and finally feel like yourself again. Don't wait another season fighting sinus pain. Call Murfreesboro Sinus Center today at 615-649-4590 to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Call 615-649-4590. That's 615-649-4590.
Good Neighbor Events is brought to you by Old National Bank, the law offices of John Day, and AmeriCare Pest Control.
Get old. Old National Bank, that is. Old National Bank has the experience and service you need to buy a home, make investments, even online and mobile banking. Old National Bank is in the borough on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Old National Bank at 2230 Dr. MLK Jr. Boulevard, which used to be Mercury Boulevard.
Visit us and enjoy warm, homemade cookies at Old National Bank.
Old National Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
78 years of local service. That's how many WGNS has been around for you. The lighting of the Rutherford County Christmas tree will be on Friday, December the 5th, 5 o'clock in the evening, on the east side of the historic Rutherford County Courthouse. That's Friday, December 5th, 5 in the evening, on the east side of the Murfreesboro Square. The community sing-along for Handel's Messiah will be at MTSU on Sunday, November 30th. 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the Wright Music Building. That's Sunday, November 30th. This is the weekend to drop off those turkeys at Greenhouse Ministries. The turkey drop-off is 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening this Friday, and the turkey pickup is this Saturday. You have to have a voucher to pick up the turkeys, and your pickup time is on the voucher. Again, the turkey drop-off at Greenhouse Ministries is this Friday, 6 in the morning until 6 in the evening. For more information, go to greenhousemin.org. Get your events to us at least 2 weeks before they occur. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
Rutherford weather.
We'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms at times this afternoon. Cloudy skies, a high in the mid-70s. Tonight, chance for rain and storms, cloudy, a low near 60. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki from the WGNS Rutherford Weather Center.
Currently, it's 62.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios. Take control of your account management and energy consumption with the MyMTE app. Download from the App Store and manage your account, improve your energy habits, and more. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Hey, Johnny B back with you. I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you, folks. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, by the way, since we won't see everybody again before Thanksgiving, or be with everybody. And happy Thanksgiving to you, Brian. What are your plans? You ask about mine. What are yours?
I don't. We're doing ours on Sunday.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
Now, who's we? Is that just your immediate family or the much larger group?
No, just immediate family.
Okay. So y'all don't have a big family gathering with
it's
parents and brothers and whoever, things like that? Okay.
No.
Sisters?
Just the kiddos.
Okay.
But they've got... Oh, my goodness.
Is that a turkey?
I guess it is. Just walking through the studio.
Hey, there's your turkey. Let's get him.
They've got, let's see, my daughter has 3 Thanksgivings, and my son has 2 before ours.
I see. So that's why you're relegated to Sunday.
Well, I said, whatever is easiest for you guys. But it turns out that our menu is going to be leftovers.
Oh, from their other...
Yeah.
Well, that means you don't have to cook a thing.
Well, not much. I did pick up a few things. My kids like to graze, so...
You got hors d'oeuvre type snacks and pre-meal stuff,
like
right?
Rotel with the cheese.
Oh yeah,
or the chips and that kind of
sausage
thing.
balls, maybe.
Yes,
of course.
Made with Red Lobster cheddar biscuit mix.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds good.
So there's a little Smokies.
Yeah.
And the barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Well, I'm heading over to, right after the show, I'm heading straight over to Franklin to my client's office, my office too, CEI. They're having their Thanksgiving lunch today, and they're deep frying 2 turkeys. One with the Cajun flavor, the other something else. But the best buy I've ever made, I think, Brian, in my life was there's that turkey.
They were scared you said deep fryer.
Oh, that's it. They're like, let's get out of here. Anyway, gobble, gobble, gobble. I was on, looking in Amazon or somewhere, and I was looking up these deep fryers, and then I saw this oilless deep fryer.
So is it kind of like an air fryer, big air fryer?
It looks just like one you'd put oil in, except it's propane, and it has a little circle of flame all the way around the bottom, and a basket you put the turkey in, and of course a meat thermometer.
Yeah.
It makes incredible turkey.
Well, when
Dalton was
16, we bought one of those electric smokers.
Oh.
And you put your wood chips in it and all that, but it's electric, so you don't have to go keep stoking the fire and putting wood in and all that kind of thing. And he wore that thing out, so it's not around anymore. But we had some good stuff out of that.
I'll bet. Well, I still got my oilless deep fryer, whatever it's called. But it's a.
But do you put oil in it?
No. You just turn the propane on. And of course, you prepare the turkey, Yeah. You do a lot of prep on it, this stuff in.
And you put your turkey in the pot, but there's no oil in it.
No oil. It's just down in this cylinder. It's a big cylinder, big deep cylinder, and it's in a basket that hooks on the top lip, and it just is in there.
Nice.
And you don't have to do a thing. You don't have to. All you got to do is come back after a couple of hours or whatever it takes and look at the temperature, and all you do is just check that thermometer. And when it hits whatever it is, 160 or whatever, I don't know what it is, you just pull it out of there, and it is scrumptious. Okay, so this is a number 1 for T.J. Shepard in 1980, written by Curly Putman. And T.J. Shepard is still around. He's about 80 years old, I think. I got to see him live. It was either in Smithville or Cookeville. I can't remember. Made a mistake not seeing all the classic. Of course, I saw Marty Robbins a million times, but I never saw Merle Haggard live. Still hadn't seen Willie Nelson live. Never saw Waylon Jennings. Never saw Johnny Cash live. Terrible mistake. So now the ones that are still around, I'm trying to see. And so I've seen Gene Watson at least twice, maybe 3 times, and I've seen T.G. Shepard. T.G. Shepard. T.G. Shepard's from down in West Tennessee somewhere. I forget. Some little town in West Tennessee is where he's from. But let's just do this. Do You Want to Go to Heaven from 1980, number 1. It was the hottest day in August. All of us were down by the banks of the Paint Rock River. I was next in line to be baptized at the innocent age of 10. And I'll never forget, I remember it yet, the taste of that clear blue water. And that preacher's words still fill my head, and I hear them now and then. He said, "Do you want to go to heaven?" And I said, "Yeah, just lead me on. Take my hand, can you feel that feeling?" And I said, "Yes, just lead me on." It was the hottest day of summer, and our final high school dance was just about over. I was old enough for the taste of love when boys turn into men. And I'll never forget, I remember it yet, the taste of that clear blue water. But the preacher's words I barely heard as sweet Bonnie Lou gave in. She said, "Do you want to go to heaven?" And I said, "Yeah, just lead me on. Take my hand, Can you feel that feeling? And I said, yeah, just lead me on. It was a lonely night in August. She was sitting at the end of the bar when I saw her. And with a little wine and a little time, she would be a prize to win. Now I'll never forget, I remember it yet, the taste of that clear blue water. But the preacher's words could not be heard when she whispered, oh, oh, come in. She said, do you want to go to heaven? I said, yeah, just lead me on. Take my hand, do you feel that feeling? And I said, yeah, just lead me on. Get those chords right. Do you want to go to heaven? I said, yeah, just lead me on. Take my hand, do you feel that feeling? I said, yeah, just lead me on. I said, yeah, just lead me on. Another incredible Curly Putman song. And T.G. Shepherd had a second number one written by Curly Putman. 1982. And so T.G., I'm convinced, is quite appreciative of Curly Putman. Having trouble remembering this melody, folks. I'm just being quite honest with you. Give me a minute here. Let's see if I can. Maybe it'll come to me. If it's off, you'll have to forgive me. It was July hot in Georgia in 1942. All the men were off to war, and the women had nothing to do. I was 16, hungry, looking for my first taste of love. When I brought her groceries to the door, I didn't know how close I was. Her long blonde hair was flowing, and she smelled like sweet perfume. When I laid her groceries down, she said, "You don't have to leave too soon." A woman sure gets lonely when her man's gone off to fight. She reached out for my trembling hand as teardrops filled her eyes, and she said, "War is hell on the home front too. God only knows what a woman goes through. She still needs what her man that's gone can't do. And I can't fight this fire alone. Stay with me until it's gone. Oh, war is hell on the home front too." It was July hot inside me as she led me to the bedroom door. The satin sheets and pleasure I never knew I could feel before. My first taste of love was everything it should have been. When my woman's fighting loneliness, it's a battle she can't win. I'll always remember what she did and what she said, but the one thing I remember most is the way she turned his picture over, face down on the table by her bed. And she said, "War is hell on the home front too. God only knows what a woman goes through. She still needs what her man that's gone can't do." Bronco. I can't fight this fire alone. Stay with me until it's gone. War is hell on the home front too. Get it right. Yeah, war is hell on the home front too. God only knows what a woman goes through. She still needs what her man that's gone can't do. Now I can't fight this fire alone. Stay with me until it's gone. Oh, war is hell on the home front too. Yes, it is. War is hell on the home front too. I think I may have got close to it there eventually. But that's our tribute to Curly Putman. God rest his soul. One of my favorite songwriters of all time. And I got a request for this song actually several days ago, and I thought I'd do it again. Before we do some original tunes to close out our hour with you folks. But this was an incredible song, 1974, huge number one by Cal Smith, song written by Don Wayne, Country Bumpkin. Let's see if we can do it now. Okay. He walked up to the bar and parked his lanky frame upon a tall bar stool. And with a long, soft southern drawl said, I'll just have a glass of anything that's cool. A barroom girl with hard and knowing eyes slowly looked him up and down. And she thought, I wonder how on earth that country bumpkin found his way to town. And she said, hello, country bumpkin. How's the frost out on the pumpkin? I've seen some sights, but man, you're something. Where'd you come from, country bumpkin? It was just a short year later, in a bed of joy-filled tears, yet death like pain. Into this wondrous world of many wonders, one more wonder came. That same woman's face was wrapped up in a raptured look of love and tenderness, as she marveled at the soft and warm and cuddly boy child feeding at her breast. And she said, hello, country bumpkin. Precious as frost out on the pumpkin. I've seen some sights, but babe, you're something. Mama loves her country bumpkin. 40 years of hard work later, in a simple, quiet, and peaceful country place, the heavy hand of time had not erased the raptured wonder from the woman's face. She was lying on her deathbed, knowing fully well her race was nearly run. But she softly smiled and looked into the sad eyes of her husband and her son. And she said, so long, country bumpkins. The frost is gone now from the pumpkin. I've seen some sights and life's been something. See you later, country bumpkins. And she said, so long, country bumpkins. The frost is gone now from the pumpkin. I've seen some sights and life's been something. See you later, country bumpkins. And we'll be right back, folks.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
It's the most magical day of the year, and you can watch it all live. Big G TV is where Christmas comes to life with coverage of the Murfreesboro Parade, Sunday, December 14th at 2 p.m. Brought to you by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Middle Tennessee Electric, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Woodfin Funeral Chapels. See every float, every smile, and the moment Santa arrives on Big G TV. Streaming at wgnsradio.com/parade.
Sign-ups are going on right now for First Shot's Winter Basketball League in Rutherford County. Coach Andy Herzer guides kids to sharpen basketball skills and build teamwork through exciting clinics and games. Since 2003, First Shot has empowered youth to grow in mind, spirit, and body. Don't miss out. Join the fun and develop lifelong skills. Visit firstshottn.org today and register for the Winter Basketball League. That's firstshottn.org.
Local farmers, local meats, vegetables, and other produce at the Winter Spring Rutherford County Farmers Market.
Bundle up and make your way every Friday at Lane Agri Park.
Premier 6 Theater on Broad in Jackson Heights.
Let's all go to the movies.
Check out what's showing at murfreesboromovies.com. Popcorn popped fresh daily.
Movies at the good old premises.
Premier 6 on Broad in Jackson Heights.
We're visiting with Jennifer Sanchez, manager of Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift at 1007 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
You're not just walking into just a big warehouse. You're walking into rooms. We've got a media room, we've got a boutique room, we've got a vintage room, a furniture area, kitchen, all that.
Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift.
Every day you go in there, I promise you it's changing.
Steered Straight 2 Furniture and Thrift, 1007 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Online at steeredstraightthriftstore.org.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Hey, folks, Johnny B back with you to close out our hour here with some original tunes of mine. This first one
When are you going to start doing Christmas? That's what someone's asking, by the way.
That would be, if I'm here next Friday, it'll be then.
Okay. That's if.
If. But it'll be all the way to Christmas, starting hopefully Friday.
You have bosses, I understand.
Yeah, I got. Do you remember that great British BBC TV show? I think it played on public television for many years. It was a series called Rumpole of the Bailey.
No, The Doctor's the only BBC thing I've ever watched.
You need to watch it. You need to find it. This guy is a classic actor who played Rumpole. He was an English barrister.
Oh.
Okay.
Fancy.
But he had a nickname for his wife, which is the same nickname I have for my daughters.
Really?
Yes. You ready for it?
I'm thinking, but yeah, there's no way I'm going to get this one.
Look up Rumpole of the Bailey when you're there. You'll see it. Here's the line. You ready?
Yeah.
His wife. She who must be obeyed. Whenever he referred to his wife, that's what he said.
I see.
Well, she who must be obeyed is not here, or something like that.
That must have been Hilda.
Yeah, I guess that was her name.
And his name was Horace.
And what's the actor? He was a classic actor.
Leo McKern.
Leo McKern. If you remember the original, I think it was Exorcist 2. He was, what was that archaeologist who was over there and excavated something's wall, which had the picture of Damien on it, painting of him. Something had a really interesting name, Rudenbaker or something like that. He played that role, played that part.
Wow, he was in King and Country.
Yeah, he was great. Leo McKern, I loved that guy. But he was great in Rumpole of the Bailey. So funny. She who must be obeyed, yes. So that's my daughters. Especially Katie, the oldest. Oh, yeah. Got a dear friend who got to... Brian, you'll find this interesting. When we were doing the Truman Show at Adam's Place, this dear, lovely lady came there one day. Her name's Sandra Bush. And she brought with her, and we had communicated, I think, ahead of time, so that after the show I'd sit down and look at these file folder after file folder after file folder of poems. She called them songs, but she didn't do music. She just did the lyrics. So they're all very intricate and beautiful, but I picked out one because I had to. Every time I found someone who writes a poem, it doesn't ever perfectly translate over. You have to tweak it and change it a little bit. And so, but I've got Sandra Bush as co-writer of this song with me, entitled Indian Woman, from 2022. That's when it was. That's when I was over there. And actually, that's when I got it written. May have been probably a year before that, because it took a while. But these are her lyrics, 95% of them, and beautifully done. Indian woman, all alone, desert woman, is this your home? Like the eagle you've flown alone. How much longer, how much farther can you roam? Is this where you once belonged? Where's your home? Where has it gone? Are you Apache? Are you Sioux? Where are the loved ones you once knew? Were you an Indian princess way back then? If so, what went wrong? Where have you been? Do you still hear the night bird song? Can I still hear you in the wind sing along? Indian woman, all alone, desert woman, was this your home? Do you now roam an empty land, left in the night to cry out for your people's hand? Indian woman, weak and worn, nothing to drink but cactus and thorn, grieving for the children unborn. You are so weary and you are so forlorn. Look out across the sky. Find the star you're to be buried by. All that's left is to lie down and make your grave. Indian woman, ever beautiful, ever brave. Indian woman, death is soon, and all you long for is the tomb. Indian woman, ooh. Indian woman, ooh. I really like that song. And I give thanks and credit to Sandra Bush for writing the poem, which was its origin. I'm just going to do a little bit of this song, but folks, as I've mentioned, this may be my last time. We'll see. As I've mentioned, I got 3 items on my bucket list, just 3. You think I could finish one of them? I'm just not sure. One is to get all my original songs I've written, recorded on 1 or 2 or ever how many CDs or whatever device now would do that. I want to do that at least to leave behind for my kids if nothing else. And number 2, I want to finish my novella, which is the backstory, the rest of the story behind my ballad, The Valley of the Gun. And I'm into that big time, researching and writing. But the one I'm closest on is the one that has to be number 1, is to finish writing and be able to produce and play in my play I've written. I'm just about at the end now, folks. I'm just about to finish it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, called I Remember Marty. And it begins with the story of, as a teenager, how I met Marty Robbins, encountered him, became a huge fan. And so besides all his music throughout the play, this idea of this stage play, kind of along the idea of that one about Patsy Cline, always Patsy Cline, you know, but I've got to close out with a title song. And I've taken a song I actually wrote about my dad, and I've adapted it, and I'm still working on it. It's called I Remember Marty, of course. Have not finished it. Needs another verse or two in here, because some of these allusions are to songs and characters that, unless you're a fanatic Marty Robbins fan, you won't know who they are. But let me get my head around it. Okay, let's try it. I Remember Marty. This is the first part of the way. Years have turned to decades since Marty passed away. His absence makes my heart grow fonder, and I just have to say, I still hear him singing. I can see him standing there, as I did the very first time, when I knew I'd always care. I remember Marty after all these years. I remember him still. Work on phraseology. I remember Marty, and I know I always will. I still sing his songs because in my heart they will forever be. I just wish I had my brother here singing them with me. Marty touched our life so deeply that even closer we became. And now I miss them both, but I'm so thankful just the same. I remember Marty after all these years. I remember him still. I remember Marty, and I know I always will. I've been to Rosa's Cantina, watched a wicked Felino whirl. I've slept in the lonely old bunkhouse, savored gardenias in the hair of a girl. I've seen the ranger with the big iron, Mr. Shorty and the running gun. I felt the warm winds on the desert and shook hands with Bill Thaxton. I remember Marty after all these years. I remember him still. I remember Marty, and I know I always will. Needs a little work, but I think it'll get there. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Brian. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
Subscribe to Big G TV, local content that matters to Rutherford County.